My name's Elizabeth Farrar. I work at Uvalde High School in the health science area of CTE. I teach medical terminology and principles of health science. There were other school nurses here in Uvalde that kept talking to me for the past 2 years or more, saying, you would really be good at teaching. Why don't you come interview the next time we have a job availability? So the next time they had a job availability, I came and interviewed, and I ended up getting the job. So it was some peers that got me involved and convinced me that I would be probably a good educator for the students to learn about the body. When I used to be at the elementary level, it seemed that students were always attracted to artwork. So I took the artwork into the classroom. So when they have to draw like an organ and label it, and they have to give it as a project and do it in front of the class, they have to describe that. So artwork is a big deal within the classroom of learning. All the stuff that you see in here and out in the hallway and stuff is their true freehand drawing. You can teach all day long and just talk, but if they get engaged on how to draw and collaborate with some of their buddies, they have a really good time in learning. So I feel like, you have to have fun learning too. Not so much seriousness, a little bit of fun. When I was a school nurse in elementary school, you know how they have to come in there and get their hearing and vision done? We were learning about the 5 senses of the body, your vision, your hearing, sense of smell, et cetera, et cetera. And one of them just, in one class said, "Miss Farrar, that was like you when we were little, when they learned about an audiologist, about hearing. You're the first one that checked her hearing." And then another one said, "Miss Farrar, you got my first pair of glasses for me with a certificate from the Lions Club." And that was an audiologist, okay? An ophthalmologist is what they were learning. So they were able to dig deep and pull that out of their little hat and tell me that. And I was like, wow. So they remembered that. The students that I see now are students I had in 3rd and 4th grade at the elementary level. So I'm already familiar with them and they're familiar with me. So they already know how I run the show. You know what I mean? They really do. So they're just a little bit older, a little bit more mature, and their artwork is a lot better than what I used to see in the clinic, because my clinic was lined with artwork. Stick figure in elementary, more detailed since, they're 9th, 10th, 11th, 12th grade now.
This is my first year teaching at Uvalde High School. She was very welcoming. She's like the mama of us, it feels like. She's very kind. She's very loving, makes everyone feel special and like $1 million. And, that's kind of one of the things that they don't show you in school. It's just something that you have, and she loves everybody and it's evident. And I love that about her.
Liz is one of a kind. She is this spontaneous person that's always willing to see the good in people, is always willing to take a gamble. And I see that in the way that she treats her students. She cares about them, she gets to know them, and she brings this sense of home. Because it's not like you're in a class with just any teacher. You're in a class with somebody that that cares about you, that listens to you, and that is willing to work with you so that you're successful. And that's not just within her classroom, that extends beyond. She's always asking questions. She's prompting me to think about, well, what else could we be doing? What do you think about this? What's a suggestion you have? And they're all geared towards helping her become better than what she already is. And that's a unique quality. She's proactive in enriching herself and evolving her classroom and engaging the students, which I believe is a requirement or should be a requirement for being Teacher of the Year.
Very kind heart. She's always very welcoming. She has such a warm heart, and she will treat you like someone, you have a purpose of being in this class.
her personality is like very like welcoming too, and she knows how to treat us very well, like we're like her own family.
Well, hello. We come to celebrate something. We have our Teacher of the Year here.
Are you kidding me? Oh my goodness, that's a real shocker, to be honest with you. But what I think about that is too that we're like family. We're all in it together. But I really appreciate, the honor. It was something else. I was next door in teaching, right in the middle of teaching. They came in with a dozen roses, a big old cake, and balloons, and the whole 9 yards. At first, I thought maybe they were coming to get a student, to talk to a student, but then the balloons and stuff walked in, and I was like, this is something different.
In all honesty, when the ballot went out to vote for Teacher of the Year, and I saw Liz's name on the list as a candidate, for some reason I felt that she was going to win it. Of course, it took me a split second to vote for her. And then when we got the official notification that she had been awarded the Teacher of the Year, that was incredible. I felt so happy for her because she's a co-worker that truly cares about her students, about the work that she does. She cares about her co-workers. She'll come in here and ask me questions. Am I doing well? Am I okay? How's the day? And she's just a very wholesome and caring person, no matter whether it's a student or coworker. So I was really, really enthusiastic whenever I heard her get Teacher of the Year. But again, I had that feeling as soon as I saw her name on the ballot.
Immediate reaction to her winning Teacher of the Year was that it was very well deserved. Not only is she teaching future nurses academics, it's also how to be a nurse. We prepare them for their career and the future in the real world. So I think they have an excellent teacher, and I don't think anyone better could have won or done this role that she does perfectly.
She is just so full of love for what she does, love for the kids that she gets to interact with, love for the coworkers that we are fortunate enough to work with her. And I could see her becoming a team leader amongst our department, or even just a very impactful mentor, building this nursing program and allowing it to reach out and branch out to help other students that may need something like that, may need a safe haven, or may just simply need somebody that cares. And who better to do that than a nurse that has essentially a heart of gold?
Congratulations, Liz. You totally deserve this. I'm so proud of you. And you've definitely made my first year at Uvalde High School super extra special.
Liz, I am so proud of you. I am so glad that I've had the opportunity to work with you for these past few years. And it's been amazing seeing you transition from what you used to say, I'm just a nurse, to now being a nursing instructor, because you guide these students, you get them to understand the material, you make impacts that go beyond the classroom. And you have shared with me over and over again evidence and stories that make that very true. I mean, sharing the fact that these elementary students still remember when you used to check for their sight, you used to check for their hearing, and now they're connecting it to what the actual professions and technical terms are doing. That means you made an impact in their lives way before they even came into your classroom. And I know you're gonna make that same kind of impact for new students coming in. Congratulations.
Congratulations, Ms. Farrar. We're proud of you and we love you. Bye.
Thank you, everybody. I really appreciate it. And it's a blessed day for me today. It really is. I still cannot believe it.
Opportunities and angels led me to the pathway of teaching.